You wouldn't know Russia's president has just been implicated in a murder. People here are more worried about an economic crisis, even the cold, than a killing abroad. That's partly down to the message they're getting from state television. It's reporting the inquiry into Alexander Litvinenko's murder as a farce, biased against Moscow from the start. Reporters are playing down the conclusion that President Putin probably approved the killing. And in public at least, Russian officials are unflustered. At the Foreign Ministry, the spokeswoman deflected my question over the trail of deadly polonium, dismissing the whole inquiry as politicised.
We take it as a step towards to discredit Russia and Russian officials, Russian leaders. As we understand, it was not a legal process, it was an imitation of a legal process.
Russia has become the master of denial, of painting even the most serious accusations as part of an international political campaign against Moscow. That may work with the audience here at home, but the conclusions of the Litvinenko inquiry have the potential to plunge relations with the West to a new low. Despite calls to extradite the chief suspects to the UK, they're still here in Russia. And today, Andrei Lugovoy was protesting his innocence once again. He's become a minor celebrity here. The murder of Alexander Litvinenko had major repercussions for relations with Moscow. Diplomats were expelled, contact between security services cut. But 5 years on, David Cameron was in Russia, encouraging trade as if nothing had happened. Then came the conflict in Ukraine and the annexation of Crimea, and the mood changed. The inquiry into Litvinenko's killing was announced. Now its damning conclusion is out. Russia's ambassador has been summoned to the Foreign Office. But some argue Russia's role in Syria makes it risky to rip up relations. Since it began airstrikes there, Moscow has become central to any peace process.
I personally do not think we should be concerned about deepening the row as such. The Russians themselves ought to have some consideration for that, and whether there is any sense in having a bigger bust-up than the one we're having already.
Tonight, though, the Kremlin was sounding defiant. President Putin's spokesman called the murder inquiry a joke and insisted that Moscow will not accept its findings. Sarah Rainsford, BBC News, Moscow.